Hello Gemini, and welcome to my spiritual oasis, here weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. We are doing a healing oasis, almost personal deep dive reading for you today. We're looking at really the earthly pursuits section of your areas of life reading. So if you haven't checked out the areas of life reading, do check that out so you can get a more holistic overall perspective and some context around our conversation today. But really we're going to be looking at the money path. The money path from the Two of Pentacles, which of course is, represented by a youthful energy here, just trying to balance the earthly planes with life, just life itself, just trying to balance all of the energies out. So this very kind of youthful early on in one's existence and moving through to money path opportunities. And when we say money, it's really, again, it's earthly pursuits. So it's meant to cover money, business, career, education, different things like that. That section of the areas of life reading. So I really just wanted to take a deeper dive into your money path, give you a good kind of deep dive reading that is looking at a money path that is also tempered, balanced, and harmonious. Okay, so we had the Temperance card, the Six of Pentacles. We also had the Star as well show up in your areas of life reading. Your message was split, right? Very Gemini of you. Between being really calm and healing with the Star, the Temperance energy, and then being really, really tumultuous and kind of like disorganized and intense, chaotic. We had the Five of Wands show up, we had the Knight of Swords show up, and then of course the Two of Pentacles here. So the focus really for you is balance, temperance, balancing out that energy. Balancing out your worldly planes as well, your worldly existence. Going from the Two of Pentacles to like a Six of Pentacles. So from juggling everything and feeling overwhelmed and chaotic and intense to being more tempered and balanced and understanding the harmony and the flow of how things work and function the best for you. So where shall we start? Let's start with tarot. Go with our animal spirits, or I think it's like spirit song tarot. All right, so as I shuffle out, I would love to invite you to join the Kindred family by subscribing to my YouTube channel if you're not already connected here. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if something resonates with you today. Bearing in mind that these are general readings, so general application. If it doesn't apply, no worries at all. I will see you in another video, or you can check your other placements. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars potentially as well. So you can check your other zodiac placements if this message doesn't resonate with you. If you are interested in your own personal reading, you can connect with me on Etsy. Link is in the description. I curate all kinds of content on my Etsy shop to assist you and other kindred souls like you on your spiritual journey, path, and purpose. So check that out if you're feeling moved to do that. Okay, let's get into it. All right, so we have Justice, which I feel like, Justice traditionally is one of those cards that has balancing energy into it as well. It's connected to Libra. This idea of balancing your energy, your individual energy, with others around you, whether that be a partner, an employer, a partnership, your energy with others' energy. But this idea of justice here, so, we're looking at our money path from our Two of Pentacles, kind of just getting out there. Even if you're not like, let's say, young, or you're not just starting out in life, that's okay. You might be starting a new job, maybe a new hobby, maybe a new side hustle, there might be something that you're trying to balance with some other energy in your life. Maybe you're trying to balance out parenthood and working, or, you know, whatever it is, right? We're always trying to balance something. So there's many applications to this. It doesn't necessarily have to be just like you're just starting out in the world sort of thing. It's this idea of balancing your day-to-day life with like your spiritual life and your self-care and like, right, all of those things that we have to work out. And so we're starting with justice being the first message here, on how to get to a tempered and balanced manifestation of our worldly plane. So truth and clarity is really what justice talks about. What is truthful, honest, and fair for you in this life and on this journey. So looking for something that is truthful, clear, and honest to you. This is how I might interpret this. So I have a lot going on in my life. And so oftentimes, you know, my personal meanness will get pushed off into the back burner slowly but surely. It's often something that kind of just happens, and then you look up and you're like, oh my gosh, how did we get here? So I feel like this idea of going from helter-skelter, struggling to balance, to like a calm, measured, mature existence, it's this idea of being truthful and scrutinizing whether or not, like when you're adding things to your plate, being scrutinizing and discerning and asking, is this truly in alignment with my path and purpose? Do I have to do this now, or is this something that can wait if I'm feeling stretched for time? You know, that sort of thing. Like, just really taking a step back and asking the question. Doing that and being discerning about what we add to our plate will give us opportunities to discover what we truly desire, what we truly want, what we're truly passionate about and enthusiastic about. Our page of Acorns really has a fiery and curious disposition about them, as represented by our monkey here. Very adorable. But yeah, this idea of discovery and enthusiasm, youthful exploration, but leaving room for that, I feel like is the big message here. Allowing for that by leaving room for it and being discerning about what we add to our plate. And then we have our Hermit showing up here. So leaving room, leaving space for contemplation, for wisdom. You know, it also could suggest that your money path includes something in law, with justice showing up. So lawyer, a judge, you know, something connected to the realm or world of law. Or with the Hermit showing up here, maybe some sort of a spiritual guide, something of that nature might be along your trail, your money path trail. But I feel like overall, in order to have a sustainable worldly experience that isn't tumultuous, you need time to be able to contemplate, to convert your knowledge into wisdom, to have those moments of mental calm and escape from all of the chaos that life can be sometimes. So again, I feel like it's a really strong message, really beautiful, but strong message around leaving time for your spiritual and mental connectivity and calm, an opportunity to transform the knowledge that you've gathered into wisdom. We have our Three of Acorns here, which really talks about foresight and exploration. I also feel with the Giraffe Spirit, there's a very strong message here around perspective, point of view. So if we think about the Rider Waite version of the Three of Wands, our figure is standing basically on the edge of a cliff, and they're able to see 4 miles around them. So I feel like this idea of being able to see far and wide in your realm or world having that point of view, that seeing the forest for the trees, being able to pull away from something and look at it with fresh eyes is going to be something that's really important as you make investments and explore, the realm and world of the passions that we develop and want to pursue. All right. And then we had transformation fly out of the deck here. So this is the death card in this tarot deck. And I actually love this idea that, of course, death is transformation. This idea of transitioning, this idea of liberating you through change, liberating you through change. So converting knowledge to wisdom is a form of transformation. We often don't think of the Hermit as a movement card or like a transformative energy, but that energy is very transformative. Going on that sojourn, you might never leave the house, but you can return to your conscious place with a completely renewed sense of direction and focus. So absolutely. Transition, transformation, liberation. Okay, let's keep going here. Our money path, Gemini's money path here. Okay. Ooh, I love this. The creative. One energy. I feel like, and this to me is kind of like, yeah, of course, that your money path is in direct alignment with your creative pursuits, creative expression, your strengths, your masculine energy. So this is energy. It's not talking about gender. Masculine energy is just outwardly, it's outwardly expressive energy. Feminine energy is inwardly strong energy. So we're talking about that outwardly expressive energy. Definitely could be talking about your sun sign. It could also be talking about your 5th house. So take a look at those 2 items in your birth chart to get a little bit more information on that. But this card really talks about inspiration. And I feel like it makes a lot of sense that harmonizing your worldly planes includes your creative expression, your dynamic, inspired, active, outwardly expressive strengths. And so I really love that message is coming forward. I also feel like there's a message around with the one energy showing up there, this idea of being assertive and initiating your world, like initiating, taking action on your passion and what you're excited about, what you're enthusiastic about, what your truth is connected to, what your wisdom is in alignment with. It's this idea of taking that assertive first step forward for yourself toward that destiny. So we have purification in our snapdragon energy, which is connected to air energy. It's a number 5 energy. Purification, I feel like this is almost like purifying your mind space, like this idea of truth and clarity, of justice, of finding your Zen place, getting in alignment with your Zen place. It's this idea of like removing any kind of impurities out of your mind space and your thought processes, because it is in your mind. Your mind is where all the magic starts. And so if that is cluttered and there's low vibrational energy just kind of vibing out there and living its best life, then you can't live your best life. You can't live in your truth if you have doubt, if you have fear, and those other types of low vibrational energy. So I feel like it's this idea of clearing your mind and or being mindful of what you're thinking and what you are thinking into being, what you are processing into being. Are you repeating the positive things that you want to see, or are you solidifying the negative things that you see? And then we have P, like the vegetable, which is all about communication. It's an earthy energy. So the path, your money path toward balance and harmony in a world, from a worldly perspective, includes communication. Yeah, right? Makes a lot of sense. We have a number 2 here, and justice is a number 2, as well as our 2 of Pentacles. So the number 2. The number 2 is the number that is all about peace and balance, which is what our conversation is about. So I feel like, again, that's just a triangulating message for us. But the number 2 talks about relationships and situations. We just talked about communication here. Number 2 is all about that communication. Our number 2s listen more than they speak. They're about balancing individual energies with others' individual energies, ideas and concepts all coming in to tie together this idea of cooperation, connection, partnership, harmony. There's a great power wielded in the number 2 with diplomacy and tact here. I always connect the number 2 with Cancer and Libra energy, air and water. And of course, our 3 2s, our 222 is an angel number as well, which connects to the message of worry. So stop worrying. Everything is working out as it's supposed to. Trust that you are on the right path. All right. So as a Gemini, you never worry, right? That's never something that happens to you. Worry is not your middle name. All right, I'm gonna stop. All right, I just want to get some advice for you from our essential oil messages. Essentially, even like an area to focus on. I feel like our communication is an inwardly focused, like communicating with ourselves first, balancing out our own energies, finding our own truth and getting clear on that first. And then we can start talking about partnering up with others. So this is a solar plexus chakra energy here in Clove. So the lie is that this happened to you. Something happened to you. But the truth is that you ask yourself, how did this happen to me? You take a responsibility. Because if you own a part of it, even if it's not completely yours, you're able to claim that, take action on it. So Clove is connected to presence. So know that you are the star of your life. You are the lead, and the audience is here for you. I feel like this is talking about ownership. Taking ownership for your life, where it is now, where you want it to be. If it's not where you want it to be, how can you get it there? Do you need to change your perspective? Do you need to go inward or on a sojourn to figure out what that is? Do you need to convert some knowledge into wisdom? Do you need to transition or transform parts of your life, tap into your creativity, venture out and discover? What is it that you need to do in order to get your life heading in a direction that is the direction that you want it to go? Because it's up to you. Life doesn't happen to you. And if it has been, you can change that. You can happen to life. You can make the decision to be an active participant in your life and shape it the way you desire by purifying and transforming your mind space and how you think about your life, and strengthening that communication within yourself. And again, tapping into that creativity that you have inside of you. So my beautiful Geminis, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful. If something resonated, do drop a comment down below. Click like and subscribe, and I will see you in an upcoming message. Bye.